Hello friends, this is Bhavna and I am telling you the solution of non-homogeneous Fredholm equation with degenerate kernel. First of all, we should know what is this degenerate kernel. So, let me tell you what is this degenerate kernel. A kernel k of xt of an integral equation is called degenerate or separable kernel if it can be expressed as the sum of finite number of terms, each of which is the product of a function of x only and a function of t only. Means if k of xt can be expressed in the form of summation k is equal to 1 to n akx bkt, then it is called as degenerate kernel. Now let us come to our topic, that is solution of non-homogeneous Fredholm equation with degenerate kernel. So friends, now let us start our topic. First of all, consider the non non-homogeneous Fredholm equation of second kind. Means this equation. We know that the Fredholm equation of second kind is of the form u of xt f of x plus lambda integration from a to b k xt ut dt, and the degenerate kernel is, which we have discussed earlier, that summation of k is equal to 1 to n akx bkt. Then our integral equation will become this, that is u of xt is equal to f of x plus lambda integration from a to b summation k is equal to 1 to n akx bkt ut dt. Now as this is constant and it will come outside the integral equation, and we will put this term as ck is equal to, means ck is equal to integration from a to b bkt ut dt. Then we have to now to find the solution of the integral equation with separable kernel or degenerate kernel. We have to just find all these we have to just find the ck's, means c1 c2 c3 up to cn. Okay, means we have to find these all unknown constant. Then to find this unknown constant, what we will do? We will multiply successively equation 1. This is equation 1, which is this. We will multiply our integral equation with b1x up to bnx, and our integral equation will become this, integration from a to b ux b1x dx minus lambda summation k is equal to 1 to n ck integration from a to b akx b1x dx is equal to integration of a to b fx b1x dx, and we will multiply it till the nth term. So we will get this n system of equation, Now what we will do? We will put akx integration of a to b akx bmx dx is equal to alpha of mk, and integration of a to b fx bmx dx is equal to f of m, for m is equal to 1 2 3 up to n. Then after putting all these things in this system of equation and the value of ck f alpha mk and fm in this system of equation, we will get the last system of equation can be written as in this form. means 1 minus lambda alpha 1 1, c1 minus lambda alpha 1 2, c2 minus lambda alpha 1 3, c3 minus lambda alpha 1 n, cn is equal to fn, and following it up to n terms, we will get this equation, this n system of equation. Now as we know that this system of equation can be represented as the matrix form, in matrix form. So now we will represent this system of equation in an matrix form. So let us start. In the following n linear equation can be expressed in the matrix form like this, in this form, where or I minus lambda a is equal to f, where a is equal to this, c is equal to the constants, unknown constant, and f is equal to this. From the theory of linear equation, system of equation, we know that if determinant of 1 minus lambda a, determinant of 1 minus lambda a is not equal to 0, then we get a unique solution. And if the determinant of 1 minus lambda a is equal to 0, then we get an infinite or no solution. Hence, we get the solution of Fredholm equation with degenerate kernel. Now let us discuss one example to make more clarity of our concept. So let us consider an example. Take ux is equal to 1 plus, take ux is equal to 1 plus lambda 0 to 1 x into ex ut dt. Now we have to solve this system of equation. So let us start. First of all, take this equation ux is equal to 1 plus lambda 0 to 1 x into ex ut dt. Now as x into ex is treated here as constant because the integration is with respect to t, so these terms will come outside, and we know that 0 to 1 utility is our c. C means the term which, the constant which we have to find out. So to find the value of c, what we will do, we will integrate this equation with respect to x between the limits 0 to 1. So let us integrate it. Okay, 0 integration of 0 to 1 ux dx is equal to 0 to 1 dx plus lambda c integration from 0 to 1 x into ex dx, and we know that the integration of 0 to 1 x into ex dx is equal to 1. So this equation will be turned into this, and because this equation we know that we have considered it as c, so here this equation, this term will have value c, and integration of this is 1, and as this is 1, so we get lambda into c. So c is equal to 1 plus lambda c, the equation which we get. And after solving this equation, we get the value of c, that is 1 by 1 minus lambda, and where lambda is not equal to 1, and when we will put the value of c in this equation, we will get our solution, that is 1 plus lambda x into ex by 1 minus lambda. So this is all the concept. Thanks.